Hello and welcome to Backlog Breakdown, the show where we have a backlog of video games and we break them down bit by bit. Think of this as a gamer's book club where we're going to play a game a chapter at a time and meet here to discuss it. Today I'm joined by my friends Aiden.
What's up?
And Luis.
Hello.
And we're talking about Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus. I'm thinking I'm getting that right this time.
That's right. Yep.
That's right.
Yep.
And we have played the intro mission, Paris, France, and the Tide of Terror, the first chapter. So we're here to talk about our experience so far. Aiden's got some notes, though, to get us introduced to what this game's all about, background.
Yeah. So the game came out September 23rd, 2002. Developed by Sucker Punch Studios. They did the original Sly trilogy and most recently Ghost of Tsushima, I believe.
Yeah, I was looking at that. And Infamous.
Yeah, which is like...
Which I've never played.
Playing this and then looking at Ghost of Tsushima is like...
Crazy.
Wow.
And then also, did you see their very first game they made?
Yeah, it is. That one is called Rocket Robot on
I've
Wheels.
actually played that one. I have like 5 minutes of it. But
Yeah, which is for the N64, which that's got to be 99. That's got to be the end of the lifeline for that.
Yeah.
Right? It's got to be the very end. But yeah, no, it sold just about over 1 million copies, but it was still deemed as a pretty big success because of the low production cost. And it's sitting at a Metacritic 86 right now.
Pretty good.
So, well,
speaking of ratings, so let's go ahead and talk about the fact that, so I have not played this game, but you guys have. So I'm going in fresh and blind.
yeah, once upon a time, long time ago. This, out of the original trilogy, this is probably the one I remember the least. I don't know. What about you, Luis?
I started with this one, so I remember it, especially the tutorial. It was very like, oh wow,
did you guys play it when it first came out, or like a little bit after?
No. This was definitely way later. I started kind of like with like other platformers like Jak and Daxter and stuff like that, and then I saw, oh, this one's kind of similar, but I believe I started with the second one, and then I was like, oh, okay, well maybe I should play the first one. So I kind of went back and played the first one, but again, I don't really remember too much of it. I definitely recognize it as I was playing, but there's some things I absolutely forgot about.
Yeah, I've never played it. I used to see like clips of it and stuff or commercials or whatever, and it always intrigued me a little bit. But I just never had. I wasn't a PlayStation kiddo. I was in the Xbox, GameCube. I don't know what else was. N64, I guess, was on its last legs, but I was still probably playing some games there. Yeah. But yeah, so this one missed me. But I'm ready. I'm here for it.
There you go. Yeah, PlayStation 1 was my first
Gotcha.
console I owned.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh well, no, I started on the 64, but then the PlayStation was right after that.
Yeah, all my first consoles were hand-me-downs from my brother. So I got the Nintendo 64 when he was moving on to GameCube or whatever, PlayStation 1 or whatever he had. So I was always almost always a generation behind, it felt like, probably.
Yeah.
So,
fair.
But yeah. Anyways, let's get into this. So the first level, let's talk about the story. What's the setup here? Okay, Thievius Raccoonus. I read this title, I'm like, is it just restating like Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus? It's just the same guy. Is he the Thievius Raccoonus? What is this? It's.
I think so. Thievius Raccoonus is like a thieving.
Right.
It's their Bible.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Thief's Bible.
That they own, and then I guess he owns it. I don't know. I'm not.
It's a family memento. I mean, this is
okay.
I remember he's from a long line of thieves, and someday these criminals come in and beat up his dad and steal the book. Now, they say they overpower him, but I'm pretty sure they kill this guy. I'm pretty sure his dad.
He ended up at an orphanage, Tommy said.
Yeah, he's orphan, so I mean, like...
Okay, I didn't even think that's
They
dark.
don't say it, but is there.
Yeah, and then the orphanage, he meets the boys.
Right.
The boys.
And I'm remembering their names. Bentley. You're gonna do it. I can't do it. I did practice, but now I'm lost it.
Low key, though, Bentley is the GOAT.
And then Murray. I'm not even going to try to do his voice. I can't do it.
Yeah, Murray doesn't really show up a whole lot so far.
He seems like the comic
He's just kind of
relief
there.
and the driver, I guess.
Yeah.
He drives
yeah.
a van, but
So,
then Bentley's doing all the talking to you. He's giving you all the info.
Yeah.
Giving you all the codes.
Oh, yeah.
But anyways, so what hit me in very first seconds of me playing this game, thing that stuck out to me, the camera is inverted horizontally.
Yeah.
So I was like, what the heck? It took me, you're going to see in the
I was about to
gameplay
say,
that
you're
I'm
kind of
struggling
flailing
with
around
that.
a little bit.
And it keeps occurring.
Yeah, it's that was one thing I forgot was a lot of those PS2 games from back in the day, they have the inverted camera.
Yeah, because it seems like most modern stuff, like it's like almost like a third person shooter where you're pointing the camera is where your character is looking, but in this it's like the camera just is orbiting the character.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean
Luis, are you playing the PS3 version?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Are you able to edit that?
You know what? I haven't tried. I've just been playing. I haven't had issues. I don't know about you guys.
Okay.
I'm just kind of.
Yeah, nothing super glaring, but that was definitely the first thing I remember was like, oh man, this is gonna take me a second. Yeah.
I was just like,
sure.
I remember just the nostalgia. I was like, oh heck yeah, these lasers. I better not touch these.
Yeah, luckily the camera kind of just, does that classic automatic moving as you go from scene to scene, so you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to fight with it too much, but yeah, every once in a while when I'm trying to look around my peripherals, I'll get hung up on that.
I've gotten some weird camera glitches. Now I'm playing the original PS2 version, so I don't know.
I think I am as well.
Yeah.
I'm not doing the collection version, so I'm playing it on PS5, but they have the collection, and then they just had this Thievius Raccoonus. I'm assuming it's just the port of the PlayStation 2 version.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess so. I guess it is the port. Is it cloud or is it actually?
I downloaded it. You can do both. You can stream it or download it, but I downloaded it just to not have to worry about any performance.
Yeah. Another thing I noticed. Les equals French. You just kind of put that in front of anything, and it's automatically French. I saw that.
Le Sly.
So that was one thing I noticed. But yeah, no, it brings me back to those old platformers, pretty sure, and coming in here.
But yeah, the controls are pretty good. Besides from the camera, it felt smooth, moving around, jumping around. There was a lot of stuff to interact with initially when you're in that first little area on the rooftop. There's a lot of moving things you can jump on. I'm just smashing everything with my stick.
Yeah, that was another thing. I was like, you're just hitting something and then it just breaks. You don't even know if it could break. But yeah, no, the controls are surprisingly smoother than I remember. I like how you can, like with the ledges, the circle button, you kind of almost snap in.
Yes.
So it's kind of.
I did have to learn in a few points that you have to hold the circle button, so you'll probably see in my gameplay me just like missing crap and falling off of ledges and not grabbing stuff. But
see, like there's some that you don't have to hold the circle button.
Yeah, it's
hard like only ledges, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then ledges, and then sometimes when I'm trying to grab like a hook to swing from, I have to hold it until I'm hooked on there. Like I can't just tap it. I have to hold it, then I'm hooked on there, then I can do the swing back and forth and jump off.
Yeah.
But anyways, other than that, it is mostly okay. Although the double jump, I'm not super keen on the double jump. It feels hard to pull off sometimes.
I don't know about that. I think the issues that I had with controller were the fact how it feeds you the information. I found kind of annoying.
Oh, like how to play, like what the buttons do.
Yeah, I understand it's a tutorial. I understand it's got to kind of feed it to you, but like the fact that Bentley straight up says press B or press a circle and then you magically snap.
It's almost like a jump extender, almost like it just extends the time you are in the air. You're not really getting an additional jump.
If you do it while you're already falling, it almost does nothing. So I feel like I ran into that a lot.
Getting the first dialogue with
Carmelita. Definitely some romance potential here. At least Sly's trying to riz her up. I don't know if that was going to develop at all, but
also, what is this gun?
She has some kind of taser blaster thing.
I get like you can't do like a sniper rifle or anything like that with the rating and everything, but like this is like some kind of like sonic boom plasma cannon.
I think she uses the word taser in the description of this when she says she's going
to. So Sly refers to it as a cannon, and she says my pistol.
And you're about to see that I'm going to get freaking hit by this. I don't know if you guys... Did you guys have to do this over? It took me a couple tries.
I think I got out of here, yeah. There it is, lay exit.
Yeah.
Exit. That's
Exit.
No, yeah, that's...
And I was shocked. I died, and I was like, I'm going all the way back to the beginning. Is this a Dark Souls boss?
That's the OG rules.
Back? So I was like, there's got to be like a shortcut or something. So I started looking around, but no, I have to do the whole freaking level over again, it seems like.
Yeah. But yeah, no, the music...
Oh, here we go. Oh, I'm looking at your face. I'm not sure what you're going to say.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
I was going to say, I was bopping to it.
I like the subtle music when you do your sneaky maneuver, that.
Yeah. There's and the little like doo, doo,
yep.
doo.
Like,
that's
I like
nice
that.
Touch.
I enjoy that. Nice touch. I like it. Yeah.
But yeah, they just and it's video game music. It's not supposed to stand out too much, but I found it fine.
I was vibing. I was vibing. And then it gets louder when you start fighting somebody.
Yeah. We'll talk about it later, but I think the music kind of picks up a little bit.
Gotcha.
Once you get farther in.
I think it kind of matches the art style to a sense. Like, you can tell. Like, this makes sense for what we're
scrappy.
looking at. Yeah.
Definitely scrappy vibe.
I agree.
So I came in here after I got killed by Carmelita. I was like, I'm busting up your office again just out of spite because I hate you. I'm busting up all your books. And I'm going to get hit again, I think. I think it took me 3 times.
Dang, dude. I'm thinking about some other levels. I'm wondering how.
I think I fared the worst maybe out of the 3 of us. We'll see. But this first level was pretty good at giving us an intro about what this game's going to be about, I think. Carmelita's huge also in this part, it seems like. She's like twice my size. Yeah. Maybe that's just a perspective thing, but...
Who knows? But these, I really like these.
The cutscenes in between after doing it?
Yeah, I think these are really good. And this, like... Is it Furious 5?
It's something with an F5. Fiendish 5?
That sounds like it.
Evildoers.
I don't know if you guys have seen Kill Bill. Quentin Tarantino. It kind of... obviously, it's not like inspired or anything, but they do the same thing where they introduce like this like Furious 5, bad guys and these intro. But yeah, these intros are great.
Yeah, so we get the background on Sly, which we already talked about. He got orphaned. He's trying to get all the pieces. So it got split up between the 5 evildoers. This Thievius Raccoonus Bible got split up. Although you can also find pages of it in safes as you go in the level. We'll see.
Yeah, which I guess we can go ahead and talk about it.
Yeah,
I did not remember that there are actual game mechanics that are tied behind getting all the clue bottles.
Yep.
Yeah.
I did not remember that. So I was like, oh yeah, well I'm gonna try and
do
maybe not 100%, but like I'm gonna try and do as much as.
Yeah. But you have to do them to get like your freaking dives and stuff.
Yeah, which we'll get into that.
Yeah. See, I'm doing the opposite. I'm completely passing over them.
Really?
I didn't do any of them on purpose.
On purpose? You're doing hard mode.
I'm kind of speed running it, but not really speed running it. I'm just kind of, taking my pace with it.
Well, I was going to say, a lot of those moves, I'm still trying to figure out use cases for.
The roll, I have not figured out.
Well,
or do you like
the roll is probably the most important.
Oh, you like the roll. Tell me, what's the roll do?
So, you know how the levels,
yeah.
I guess when you get to the first area with Raleigh, you've got 3 things to do in the level.
Right. You got to get those keys.
Complete the level, get the keys.
Get more keys in.
Here we go.
And then
there's time trials.
And then, there it is. Yeah.
And that was another thing I forgot.
I didn't do anything.
And let me tell you, these time trials are no joke.
Did you go for them?
Yes.
I've
only completed 1.
Okay.
They are hard.
Yeah, I did not even try.
Yeah, they're very tough. But the roll, if you can get like a downhill, it's pretty critical.
I feel like I kill myself.
Yeah, the margin for error, and also while we're watching this, these are cool. I like the episode.
Oh yeah,
The introduction to
very
the
Saturday cartoon.
Yes,
vibes.
I love it how it's like Sly Cooper in.
Yeah.
And then it does that.
Tide of Terror.
Yeah, it's very, very cool. But yeah, the time trials leave very little room for error.
Does it tell you anywhere what time you need?
It starts a timer.
Yeah. It's
So,
a
like-
countdown the minute
Yeah.
you...
Like when you do the level again?
So once you get all the clue bottles, once you get the other two
the cheap... Or,
achievements for the
Yeah.
level, there's an hourglass at the beginning of the
Right.
level. As soon as you
Okay.
touch it, it starts.
Okay.
And this is the only level I did the time trial in. And it still took me...
the beginning? Okay, yeah.
It took me about 8 or 9 tries. Maybe a little more.
Which route did you take? Did you go the ladder route, or did you go up on the right side and go above it?
Speedrun strats.
Well, yeah. Well, that's also another thing is like back in the day when I was a kid playing this,
Yeah.
I would never touch the time trials.
Right.
Like I was like, oh, it just stresses me out.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, after watching some like, AGDQ, STGQ stuff and like watching like people actually speedrun, I'm like, oh, cool. I can kind of do it myself. But these are like,
No joke.
I mean, I'm sure there's people out there that can do them.
The speed run for this game is
Yeah,
ridiculous.
but-
It kind of just breaks it.
Yeah.
It's
The
yeah.
casual speedrun,
Yeah.
rough.
Luis, have you tried
I
any of
have
these?
not tried them. Again, I was just trying to get past. I was
Just
just trying to get
getting
the.
through it.
I was just trying to get to the boss. I was like, all right, I got to get to
Yeah.
this boss because I remember him being
Yeah,
fun.
We got like
Which I guess I'll get to later. But
The enemies. Let's talk about the enemies for a second. This guy, the first enemy you see, I look at this guy. I'm like, he's hammering a broken ship, and it seems like he's working, but he's not actually doing anything. He seems like he's making the ship worse to me.
Are we in agreement? It's a walrus.
That's yeah. At first I was like, is that a beaver? But no, it's a walrus. I guess.
I was like, is this Bucky the beaver?
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, I got up closer, got the
Yeah.
tusks and everything.
It was very intimidating too. He's pretty big and he's smashing. I was like, how am I gonna
Yeah.
hit this guy? And this was so. I had another thing. I didn't realize that all this was gonna be one hit KO action. Against enemies and yourself.
Yeah.
Well, it does that cool mechanic where you get a horseshoe.
Right, yeah. So I was like, what do the coins do? I'm getting these coins. Am I going to buy upgrades later? No, it's just to get the lucky charm so you get extra lives, basically.
Which I guess, by the way, the mast gives
Oh.
you a clue bottle there. I guess maybe you figure it out.
I missed that.
Oh, okay.
I had to run all the way back.
I got it
I was like, how the
accidentally.
hell do you freaking get that?
I was gonna say,
I was
you're-
looking at him.
I got it
like, how do you get up there?
accidentally. That's
Yeah.
See, and that's another thing. I really haven't used the binoculars.
Oh, I was
But-
using them at certain points. There's a
Really?
couple times you'll see I'm looking for bottles in one of the later levels.
Yeah.
So you were also going through it, looking for the bottles, trying to get.
Yeah,
the,
I was trying to get all the bottles. I was like, well, once I found out that you get like gameplay mechanics for them, I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I guess I have to do all these.
Yeah.
No, there's a couple mechanics that really kind of break it at a certain point.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. Because I'm like, I mean, we're only in the first level and you get like, I mean, maybe it slows down later. I don't know, but
I don't know. I can tell you what you got. I can't
you already
remember.
get like 4 in the first level. It's a bit wild.
Yeah, a
but-
lot.
Yeah.
For
Well, I think
sure.
there's 6 missions in this first one. There's that one mini game. I actually thought the mini game itself was the hardest.
Really?
I thought the mini game itself was the hardest level. I beat it on the first try. Don't get me wrong, but it was. I
Okay,
consider
okay,
that one to
okay.
be the hardest.
I
Okay.
think that's going to be a recurring segment. I'm thinking because there's going to be like a little wacky mini game in all these chapters. Is
Yeah.
there?
Yes. Yeah.
So we're gonna.
I
Yeah,
do remember that. Yeah.
I did like that, but it did seem annoying with the crabs. Because like once you get near the end of that, you start getting stressed because they just start grabbing them and pull them away.
Yeah.
And it's crazy.
It definitely felt the most suspenseful out of
Yeah,
it.
the closest you get to like I'm gonna have to lose this.
Yeah.
But my favorite level, I think, was the one where you actually jump in the barrel.
Oh,
You maneuver through it. I think that was my
that one was
favorite.
neat.
That's a
good
good one.
little gimmick.
I
Yeah.
think
I forget the name of it. Yeah.
I think it was which one was that? High Class Heist.
High class.
Yeah,
let's
that's
called.
it. That's
Yeah.
it.
the
Yeah.
names.
Short one, but I think every level.
Yeah.
I don't think I got to the end with getting every bottle. I had
Okay.
to like go back and backtrack and find the other 2
I
bottles.
think half
Some
of them
are-
I did, half of them I had to go back.
Some of them are
Yeah, hidden.
really
pretty
hidden.
well.
I was like kind of scratching my head a couple times, but yeah, they're there. You just got to kind of make sure. you
Yeah,
look
I know there's a couple.
verticality and
Yeah.
There's a couple hidden in that. But going back to the enemies and the ones that I get introduced with a flashlight, I actually find really cool because they force the stealth on you.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was confused about that at first, the lights, because the first couple of times I triggered like an alarm, it seemed like nothing happened. It's like, oh, alarm's going off, blah, blah, but like there's no enemies that come out to fight you. Nothing really happens. Like, what does this do?
Oh, yeah.
Then I come to find out later they got freaking laser beams that shoot at you.
They turn into
light see you
the
again.
red. Yeah.
Just plasma.
Yeah.
Just instant
death.
disintegration.
The one hit KO. There's one of the levels where there's like the eyes with the lasers that are shooting at you. That took me a couple times.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you have to just keep running.
Yeah, it's not a pushover of a game.
Yeah.
So far, I mean, yeah, it's first level. It's relatively easy, but it's still not like I said, not a pushover. Oh God. Okay.
I like the lava.
I got
didn't
a
fall in
couple
the lava.
things to say.
Let's hear it.
So trying to speedrun this
Ah.
is near impossible.
Really? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, if this is the right level I'm thinking of. Maybe it's not. This is later on, I think. We did them a little out of order, but there's another lava one, I think, isn't there?
Yeah, there's a couple,
Yeah.
one or two or maybe three fire, the ones that have like fire going
Yeah.
on.
There's
I guess
sometimes,
two furnace ones.
yeah, when you try and like, I guess, shortcut, like jump over some lava, where my character will kind of snap over the lava and just die. I don't know if that happens to any of y'all.
I did not take many risks like that.
I don't remember that.
Yeah,
It would be an
it's in
issue.
the other lava level, I think.
Okay.
It's like guarded by a.
Editor, if you see that, show the footage of the other lava level.
Yeah.
We'll see if I actually do that.
Yeah. But yeah, no, nothing. It's nothing crazy yet.
Yeah.
They're very straightforward. Again, it's an older game, but I am enjoying my time with it so far.
And I do like the mechanics with the lights, the sneaking where you can disable it, you can break the little thing, and then you can go back if you need to get any more bottles or clues or whatever.
The fire hydrant looking thing.
Yeah. I do like that. So it's been fun. I've been having a good time. I like the enemies.
Yeah, this is another awkward mechanic. Is the spinning the
Spinning the wheel
Spinning the
to
wheel?
activate something.
Oh, yeah.
At first, I was using the roll, and I was like, it wasn't working.
Using the
But you-
roll.
but
Interesting.
You just
Okay,
literally
yeah.
just
You just
you
run.
Yeah, you just
jump on
run
it,
in place.
run.
Yeah.
But that was a little awkward, but no, it worked out okay.
Speaking, I do like there's been a lot of like, not much like physics-based gameplay, but just like physics, environmental interactables. Like whenever you're like walking across floating wreckage in a pool of water or something,
kinda
it like
bob.
actually goes down and bobs and you're jumping on there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like all the little interactables and all the breakable stuff. It seems like it makes it feel more like an alive world
Yeah.
you're interacting with.
For a game in this era, there's a lot of detail.
Yeah.
Yeah, and touching on that water, kind of floating stuff. That's the only time I died was whenever like there's a wing, and I was too close to the edge and ended up going over.
So was I the only one that saw a game over screen in this first chapter?
No.
You did?
No. Of course, I also did the
Time trials.
time trials. And those are you die. It's you go back to the beginning.
And you only have a certain number of lives, and then you're.
Yeah. So no, you are not alone. I was like, oh god, I'm stuck in a kid's game, but, but we're good.
Luis, did you game over or no? You too
No,
good?
I never
He's
gamed
too good
over.
for it.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty. What'd y'all think of the hub? Kind of,
The
you
little
start out-
intermediary
Right.
area where you're walking around to get to the other levels.
Yeah, open worldy kind of, not really,
I like that it broke up the pace. But yeah, not much going on, I guess. It's just kind of figuring out how do I get to the next level, like the wheel. But anyways.
Yeah. No, I actually I like it.
All right, it kind of gives you, a feeling
there's
that
like puzzle. There's like little things in that overworld as well.
It kinda makes
it's
it-
a level itself.
right. It makes
Yeah.
it to like, all right, you gotta sneak past this guy and then kill this guy to get to this next mission.
Yeah, get on the rooftop.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, it is good. I like it as well.
Here hacking.
Oh, here's a question I have. I was supposed to ask this earlier on, but does Sly Cooper, is he wearing pants?
He is wearing pants.
I'm assuming he's wearing
I
pants.
believe so. Yes.
My color vision is not the greatest, but his pants are like the same color as his fur.
I was about to say it is an unfortunate color, but
And his tail's just coming right out of it. It doesn't look like,
Yeah,
I mean, obviously
yeah.
the detail is not great enough to show a little hole in his pants for his tail come out.
The polygons, man.
Yeah, but I was like, is he wearing pants? I have to assume he's wearing pants, but yeah, he's wearing pants.
I think so, yeah.
He's not pantless. Okay. All right. Are we ready to talk about the boss? Anything else we want to talk about these levels? I think.
Yeah, one small thing with the time trials. I know I keep going back to these. And I've decided now that from here on out, I will get to the boss. I will finish all that, and then I'm going to go back and try the time trials.
You're a time trial guy. You have to do it now. You have to get them all.
I don't know. I might have to break down and like watch a video or something to see some mechanics.
It might be fun.
Do we?
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna ask if we're okay with the length of the actual missions. Like, what y'all think? They were too short, too long? So you're saying time trials, but yeah, I mean, there's 6-7 missions, but they're all kind of short. But you have to complete them all to even you progress. You know?
Yeah. I mean, if you're just going through, God, if you're not even worrying about the bottles, I mean, it's like.
But like you said, the bottles do get you. You know, the bottles do get you those perks, which honestly do help out later on.
Yeah.
I'm pretty okay with the length of this first chapter, I think. I mean, I like the pace. Like I said, when you go into the hub world, transition between each level, I think it broke up pretty well. And each of these levels are different enough with like a little sub-theme going on, whether if you're in a library or a little workshop or a forge or something. I liked it.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was variable enough. Yeah, I did enjoy the boat wreckage one was pretty cool to look at.
One last thing before we talk about the boss. So if you complete a time trial, I've only done it for one, but you complete the time trial, you go back into the level and you can turn on bonus commentary.
Oh.
And the game designers will talk over while you're playing the level.
Okay.
And I thought that was very, very cool.
Okay.
Like the whole first level, spoiler, but the whole first level, it's just two guys, and one of them's talking about the lighting. It's like a 4-minute thing where he's talking about getting the lighting right for the mood and everything. And it was actually really, really cool. I think that's kind of why I'm stuck to the time trials a little more.
So you can get that dev commentary.
Yeah. So if you want to, I would recommend if you have a little extra time, try and do the first level.
Okay.
And get it because it's pretty cool.
I might try one or two. I might just look up the commentary on YouTube.
Yeah, you can also do that. Yeah.
If it turns out to be really tough. Yeah, that's cool. Any other levels we want? Did we have anything else to talk about the wacky minigame level?
I don't think so. No.
I can't wait to see.
You hated it?
I was fine with it. It got near the end. I was getting stressed. These freaking crabs, but I mean,
stick shooter.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
It was a cool little diversion.
So, which one was your favorite then, though?
Favorite level? Oh, that's a toss up. I like the barrel one. Barrel one was a little slow though. You know, having to deal with bringing the barrel everywhere.
You get one barrel
level.
Right. I like that it forced you to kind of be like, all right, this is your barrel. You've got to commit to it. Yeah.
I did like the ship wreckage level.
Yeah, that one was pretty cool.
I like anything with like a lot of water and jumping across the water. So yeah, that's. I liked them all. I don't know. I can't pick a favorite.
How about you, Aiden?
Yeah, they're all pretty close. This one is cool, the plane level. I like the one, I can't remember, but towards the end with the lily pads. And then, like the lasers are kind of coming.
That's the one with the laser eye guy.
Yeah.
Little trap. I don't know. I think we probably did this. So another thing. I mean, you can kind of do them in the order you choose.
Yeah.
I mean, it's segmented. Like the first 3 or 4 levels you have to do before you can do the last 2. But regardless of that, you can kind of choose the order, which is kind of cool. But it doesn't really seem to impact much. I guess getting those, depending on which ones you do, it depends on when you get those abilities from the clue safes. But other than that,
yeah, I'm hoping I'll get a little bit more out of some of those moves.
Yeah,
coming up.
The dive.
So I've seen dive. I've seen roll.
Bentley advertised this dive move or the jump dive. So there's the dive.
Yeah.
You do while you're just standing there. That's actually pretty good. I was using that a lot to take out enemies. But the jump dive, Bentley says, it's good for breakables and getting lots of coins. I'm like, this thing is kind of not good for that. But I did use it a couple times, like when I'm above an enemy and I'll drop down on them.
There's another one. I guess I'll just say it.
Yeah.
It's slow mo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have that.
I don't know. What
I
that's
tried it in the
about.
time trial stuff. But again, so I don't know. We'll see.
It might be more useful. Like I was still hoping, like maybe while you're slowed down, you can move in midair more. But it seems like it's the same physics, just literally slower.
It might be a post Matrix.
He's like, we gotta have
something
slow
to throw
mo.
in there. Yeah.
I might be lying, but I think it gets improved later on in the game.
Okay.
That's yeah. I can see that because it seems like the direction they're going with like the dive upgrade and stuff, and like upgrading your binoculars. So I can see them.
Do y'all like the story that kind of throws in there when you pick up, open safe, and it's like, oh, this is another ancestor.
And it's flair. Yeah, it kind of adds to the family.
Nice little spice.
Cooper family tree. Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah, I can imagine as a kid, I'm like, I hope they make a game with the Japanese Sly. I really want to play as a ninja Sly Cooper.
I think the second one.
Oh yeah,
dives into a lot
more
of
theme
that
stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We ready to talk about the boss, Sir Raleigh.
Yep, I'll let you lead on this one.
So first boss is Sly Cooper. He is a frog, and he gets big, and he tries to jump on you. That's pretty much it. At first I was like, what do I do? What's the gimmick here?
It took me a minute.
So the first when he's jumping around, I'm just running away from him, like waiting to see what the opening is. Like, is he gonna do something? Do I need to get up on that middle platform? I don't know. Is there gonna be some kind of weapon I use? It took me a while to figure out. Oh yeah, when you get like, you don't get a big window, but he like deflates and you gotta hit him.
If you're on the other platform, you're gonna miss. Yeah.
So I think I died. Yeah, I fell in the water.
Yeah.
Well, I had a lucky charm, but I think I fell in the water like 3 times or something. My first attempt.
It took me probably about 5 tries. And then I figured out, oh, well, let's just stay on the platform, then jump.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He killed me.
Kind of stay closer to him. Yeah.
I like his little animation he does.
Banjo tone.
I didn't see that. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Luis is too good. He didn't lose.
Yeah.
But yeah, I figured out you just kind of want to take it slower to drag out his jumps, and that way you're closer to him when he's done.
I'm not sure what the health bar is serving.
Yeah, it could have been like a 3-hit and done, like a classic Mario.
I like
boss.
the fact that he changes the small icon on it will slowly change. I think that's nice.
It's a nice touch. Yeah, but
but
it's a traditional Mario boss, 3D Mario boss, where you got to hit him.
Yeah.
So many times, and each time you get a different phase.
I was expecting something else in his intro. They're like, he's a mechanical genius. I was like, okay, this is he's about to bring out some freaking machine.
Laser beam, bazooka.
He's got a weather machine that he developed. I was like, okay, this is about to be a cool fight.
Yeah.
And then he just gets bloated.
You just kind of.
And then in the video, it shows him with teeth. But in here,
no teeth.
No teeth.
He's got no teeth.
He's got
Interesting.
No teeth.
I didn't notice
He
that.
just
Yeah,
swallows
he's
the
got like
flies
really
whole.
janky teeth in the video. And now it's like, okay, that's what I'm expecting. And now he just.
Not enough polygons for teeth.
Hey, low production costs. That's why the game was successful.
Yeah, no.
No,
but I the fight was enjoyable. I thought it was good.
The last phase caught me off guard.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was like, okay, what are we doing here? What's gonna happen now? And then I was like, he definitely got my ass.
Somehow I got it on the first try when he did this phase.
Nice.
Like, I guess I'm just jumping.
Very forgiving hitbox.
Yes.
But yeah, no, it was
And then he does his little defeat monologue. It's like, you'll never, my friend, what's his name? Mugshot. You'll never be able to defeat him in Utah.
Yeah. I love how they're using like
real cities.
Real cities.
Like, this could have easily been like a fictional world universe with made up places, but no, they wanted to do Utah.
Yeah. I forgot where this one was.
This is in Wales, or the Welsh Triangle.
That's what it
which
was.
apparently is like it's actual thing. Like people saw UFOs in the Welsh Triangle.
Yeah, here's a little bit of the.
Oh yeah.
The outro to
Assassin's
the defeating
Creed.
Yeah. Where's our modern Sly Cooper action RPG game?
Yeah.
We need it.
Yeah.
And okay, so and then again in the outro, he's got teeth. I'm just saying, what the heck?
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty rough. Hot chick with a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Carmelita's on our trail, but we're one step ahead as always.
Yeah. So.
All right.
Looking forward to it.
Looking forward to the next episode. Anything else? Any last comments?
Were y'all disappointed that we didn't get Bentley or Murray at all in this? Bentley did provide a lot of feedback and he'd always pop in, but besides that, they weren't really there.
Yeah, I saw what I was saying at the beginning. Murray's just kind of You get a little Easter egg when you're in this
Yes,
little hub
I was
area.
back to bring that up. It seems like in between each mission, Murray's like doing something different in the base.
Yeah. But that's about it. You know, I mean, I again, I don't remember, but I'm hoping he shows up a little bit more in the levels.
At least call you. Talk to you a little bit.
I know he's in a couple of mini games, but that's about it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm excited to see what the next wacky level is and where we go next. I don't even know what the name of
Utah.
Mesa City.
Oh yeah, going to Utah. Gonna go fight Mugshot.
That's right.
All right. Well, thanks everybody to watching, not watching and listening, watching or listening, and both.
Both. Yeah.
Either one.
We do
Thanks
it all
for
here,
tuning in. We'll be back with part 2 of Sly Cooper coming to a audio experience near you.
Let's do it.
All right. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.